Alright, sorry, Mike. Like I said, I'm using my phone as a camera today and I accidentally exited out of the video. But I ordered the Tops Bob with the G10 because I loved this black and white layered G10. I thought it looked awesome. Now, I will tell you, I went hiking the other day in Skyline Drive and there was a fire pit, and basically I got some wood together and took the kids over there and wanted to get a fire going just to entertain them some. So I figured I'd try this out. Trying to use this little notch they made to scrape the magnesium off. It worked scraping the magnesium off. I mean, not really well, but it worked. And then when it came to striking the fire steel, it was awful. I got tired of trying it because it was working so poorly that I just grabbed a lighter. Because I carry a lighter with me when I go hiking. I like to have a fire steel with me, but I would much rather use a lighter if I have it. But I wanted to try it just in case this was the only thing I had. These are thought of as survival knives and bushcraft knives, so I'm sure I had something else in my pack I could have used, but I wanted to try just with the Tops Bob and that notch. Now, I may take my Dremel and try maybe sharpening that up a little bit. I just don't think it was sharp enough. And when I actually started checking it out, once I got back to the house, that paint, chipped right off the edge right there. Now, I mean, is that a big deal? No. This is an area of the knife that, I already had the paint missing here, and it was such a small surface area. That's probably why it chipped off. But I was worried that, the paint wasn't going to hold up throughout the rest of the knife. Now, one thing about these knives, they're 1095 carbon steel, so they're going to rust really easy. Right now, they look shiny. It's because I have a good layer of oil on them, and I'm going to keep a good layer of oil. I just made a leather sheath for a Spyderco mule that I just finished, and I was gonna make leather sheaths for these knives just because I like leather sheaths. I'm unsure if I'm gonna do it now, and only because these are 1095 carbon. With leather, it holds moisture a lot more than Kydex, so I'm afraid even if it isn't raining on me, but it's really humid in Virginia where I live, so with the humidity, and if it was to rain or I was to drop it and it was to feel dry to me, but inside keeping that knife down in the sheath, there may be some moisture held in there that may cause it to prematurely rust. I'm gonna take care of my knives, so I'm gonna keep them oiled up, I'm gonna keep them cleaned up, but I may make some scout carry leather sheaths just because with this one you can't really carry scout carry unless you tie it with paracord, which I'd rather have a nice leather sheath to carry it scout carry. And this one, since you're right-handed, when you turn this, the way for it to hook onto your belt, it's going to be upside down when you're scout carrying. I would rather it be like this, which it's on the wrong side for that. So, I may make scout carry sheaths for it just to have that option. But going hiking and going outside if I was to go hiking and camping for more than a day, I would probably not use the leather sheaths. I would probably just keep it in the Kydex just to try to prevent rusting. I'm going to start keeping WD-40 in my pack, one for lubricant when it comes to batoning. Thanks to Nut Fancy, he kind of showed me that. And the main reason I'm going to keep WD-40 in, one, that, and two, to keep my knives, if I'm to carry a carbon steel knife, I want to have something to try to protect it if I'm going to be out there more than a day. So, okay, well, you said, I told y'all the Bob has the fire steel. It also comes with a rape whistle. So basically, if you're out in the woods and a bear isn't that hungry and it decides it wants to do something besides eat you, you have a rape whistle to try to get somebody to protect you or to come save you. But I don't know. I took the whistle off. Yeah, it's a whistle that taps into you, I guess, to for a survival situation to try to get somebody to hear you to help save you. You know, maybe you're injured and it hurts to yell real loud, you know, because you have a broken rib or something like that. So maybe the whistle, you know, would be able to help you get somebody's attention better. It's cool, you know, maybe I'll throw it in my bag because it's really lightweight, but it's not something I want dangling from my knife sheath. One, noise, smacking back and forth, and two, I just don't think it looks real good. But I guess it's cool that they send it to you just to have. Now the Esee Laser Strike has a washer that comes on the sheath. What that washer's for is you undo these flathead screws, the micarta handles come off, and inside here they have the center of the knife handle frame drilled out and a little divot drilled out in the handles to be able to fit a magnesium flint steel is what the pack said. I haven't opened it up yet, and I think a couple little pieces of what did it say it comes with? Let me just double check. Yeah, it's got a magnesium fire flint and 2 little tinder tablets. So you got a little bit of tinder there also. So that's why it has the washer on the sheath. Now I tried last night taking them handles off with just the washer, and I couldn't do it. I got them to move because I mean they were tight, which I'm glad. I want them to be tight because I don't want my handles coming loose. So not faulting them for that, but basically you got screws on both sides. So when these are real tight and you go to try to, I was able to get one of them out, but with the back one, the other side just kept spinning. So being that the way the threads in there, you know, it's just a little tube with threads in there that both screws catch into to hold this on here. So when it's real tight, when you're loosening that, the other side's just spinning, you know, unless you have another flathead object to put in there, like maybe a dime or something. So I wasn't able to get that off. So what I'm going to do is get another washer this size and put it on here. So I have 2 washers, so I can have one washer to hold one side and one washer to actually turn to undo it. I wasn't able to do it with just one. So that's something just a note you might want to do. I mean, I don't know, maybe if you had the knife you wouldn't have an issue with it, but I see that being an issue of not being able to take it off with just the one washer, which no big deal. All you gotta do is throw a second washer on there. So if it came down to if I could only own one, I don't know, both handles feel awesome to me. I love the finger choil on here. But I will note that if you put the knives side by side where the cutting edge starts, that's a little back. Alright, so there's where the cutting edge starts. Roughly the same. If you look where this choil is, I like the choil in the knife because it doesn't take away from your cutting length. But if you look at the design up to the top's bob, where this handle ends up here, that little notch there isn't very far back compared to this front choil. So basically, if you just reamed this out, it would almost look the same as the top's bob. So it's almost, I don't know, I do like the way this is because it fits your hand more when you're behind that choil. And with this, basically you just have a big gap there. So basically it feels like it fills your hand a little more with that choil cut in. But I will tell you with that cut in, don't think that you're gonna get a whole lot more control than what you would have on the Tops Bob, because all you would have to do is choke up to the front of the handle and you have almost the same positioning as the Esee Laser Strike. If I had to get one, I don't know. I don't know which one I would choose yet, because I haven't tried. I've tried the Tops Bob just a little bit. I haven't put it to hard use. I'll try to make a video of me using both really, decently hard. The spear point, I like. I just think it's for making, you got bow drill divots on both handles. And if you were to make a bow divot in the a piece of wood, I think the spear point would work a little better for you. So I don't know which one I would choose yet. I love the looks of the Tops Bob. I'm keeping the coating on these knives because they're high carbon steel. I'm going to try to keep them protected the best I can. Some people take it off. You don't like it. The Tops Bob, they make one without the coating. Esee, I'm not sure whether they do or not, but I like it on there because of the high carbon steel. It's gonna rust, so I'm gonna try to protect it the best I can. I've also heard you can use this as a bullet. The lanyard hold as a bullet puller if you had to get the gunpowder out for if you had a bullet on you and you had a emergency situation, you had to get a fire starter quick. You could use that gunpowder or something. You have a lanyard hole here. It's not as big, but I normally like flat grinds more. They save on weight because this is a little bit lighter, not a lot. I mean, just you're talking about a few tenths of an ounce. But I don't know. I'll do an update video after I test these knives out, and we'll see what I think about each one and which one I would choose if I had to pick one. I got them both for about the same price. You can get them. I think I paid $120 for this, and I got this for like $110 on Amazon. I think this is about $110 too, but for the G10 handle, this version, it was a couple dollars more, and I paid it because I liked it. You got better grip with micarta, I feel. With G10, it's not peel ply, so it doesn't have grip up here, and it doesn't have any CNC cut checkering design, so it's smooth. If you had the micarta version though, I feel it would have just as much grip as the Esee Laser Strike. But yeah, that's my thought on the two. So I don't know. We'll have a video in the future of me testing them both out and seeing if I had to only get one, which I would spend my money on. But yeah, until next time, y'all have a good one. Hope y'all enjoy the video.